Yesterday, what was the last configuration? Account groups, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a importance for account groups or no? Do we
We
really
have, sir.
need them, or for a sake we created? Tell me.
For a sake we created, sir.
For a sake, no. It's mandatory we created, right? It's not a sake. It's mandatory, right? Without your account groups, you cannot generate your external reports.
Sir,
Without
account groups is nothing but that series only, no, sir?
no, later you have to create all this individual GL accounts, right?
Individual GL accounts is nothing but account groups, sir.
So individual groups, individual accounts are part of your account groups. If you don't have a group, later how can you create a number with this range? We cannot create, right?
Yes, sir.
We have not gone at. You will understand that time. Whatever group you created, against that only accounts also to be created later. First thing is we should have a group. Now we have a group, right?
Yes, sir.
Next thing is define retained earnings account. What is mean by retained earnings? Normal terminology.
Profit of the equity shareholders, sir.
Okay.
Earnings.
Okay. It is defined against your COA. What is mean by COA?
Chart of
Chart of
accounts.
accounts.
It carries the net profit or loss at the fiscal year end to the balance sheet under bonus, equity, or a capital, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the beginning, I told, if you guys remember or not, P and L account is a physical year specific, right? One physical year specific. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Every year it start freshly. There is no opening balance. It end up with a net profit or loss, and if you have a profit or loss, it doesn't matter. It will adjust to your balance sheet to the bonus equity, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Under liabilities. Sure, but balance sheet is accumulated. It will have from your beginning of a business, right?
Yes, sir.
So here at the end, to transfer your net profit or loss to balance sheet, you need to define a retained earnings account. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the question is, retained earnings account is a liabilities side account. It's not assets, not expenses, it's not a revenue. You have to remember why it is liability, because your owner's equity will sit in liability side, right?
Yes, sir.
But the organization is liable to pay owner money. That is the reason it will go and sit in a liability side, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you get a more and more profit, profit will be positive and your capital will be offset. That is how it works, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's see. This is a, you have to remember always whatever things I am telling, note down and remember always, okay?
Yes,
This
sir.
is a balance sheet account. Balance sheet account in a sense, under which group we create this GL account later. We created yesterday a few groups. Under liabilities only we create, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And in liabilities, the number range starts from 20,000 to 29,099, right?
Yes, sir.
Among this number range, you have to give one number. You have to dedicate one number for retained earnings account. Let's say the normal GL accounts, they'll create from a 20,000, 20,001, 20,002, like that. They'll create a normal liabilities account for a business, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
To not get a confused with the retained earnings account, what a business will do is, okay, let's do one thing. Retained earning account has a specific purpose. It is only carry forwards the profit or loss, right?
Yes, sir.
And then my normal GLs I use for a normal business postings, right? Let's
Yes, sir.
say I have payables, I have a provision account. Likewise, you have something that accounts you use for invoice postings. But to differentiate it, what they'll do is retain earnings account series. I'll take from the last same series from a last. I'll read the numbers. First retain earnings account, maybe I'll take 29,998. And if I want one more retain earnings account, I'll take 29,998. It means retained earnings accounts a business prefer to have from the back side. Okay, they'll not go in a forward ascending order, they'll go in a descending order. Why? There should not be any confusion. Okay,
Yes, sir.
but that is up to business. They can use from a starting only. Maybe they can use 20,000 only. Retain earnings account, they can use 20,000 only, or as 20,001. Anything is fine. System will accept anything is fine. But to have a track in real time, we don't use from a ascending. We use a retained earnings account from a descending order. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And I've clearly wrote here, retained earnings account will be created against your chart of account. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Next thing in interview they'll ask how many retained earnings accounts can be created under a COA. This is a question. Alright? If that is not a question also, you should understand. Okay?
Yes, sir.
The answer is one is mandatory. Without one retained earnings account, later when we go to the GL master creation, like this all are GLs we call it as, right?
Yes, sir.
We cannot create any GL account if you don't define a retained earnings account. And if you go and if you try to create any GL account, system won't allow you to create. If you want to see, let's go into SAP system. This is a forward we are just seeing, but not needed for you now to understand the error. Okay?
Yes, sir.
To what is it? So I'm going to create a GL accounts. Let's say I try to create a 10,000. What is our company code? IN90, right?
Yes, sir.
See, no PGOCAL statement account type is defined in a chart of account GOCA. Got it?
Yes, sir.
GOCA is our chart of account. This statement PGOCAL means, hey, you have not created the retained earnings account for this chart of account. So you could not able to create any of a GL account, it is telling. Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, the answer is one is mandatory. Okay. As many we can create as per the business requirement. Got it?
Yes, sir.
One is mandatory you have to define and create. But if clients say, hey, you create two retained earnings account. For few of the GL accounts from a PNL, you add this GL. For a set of GLs, you add this retained earnings GL. So that both will carry both purpose what both GLs will do the net profit or a net loss carrying to balance sheet. That is a purpose. How many you want to have, it doesn't matter, right? That is
Yes,
not
sir.
our worry. That is business will take care. As a requirement, there could be a reason they want to have a two or a more retained earnings account. Will create and will give it to them. They'll use it for their balance transfer, net profit or net loss transfer to a balance sheet, right?
Yes, sir.
In real time, we'll have only one retained earnings account maintained. Most of the time, one, and rare cases we see two. Got it? The
Yes.
requirement why I need to have a multiple. Whatever profit I get, I'll use the one retained earnings account and I can transfer, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll create a two retained earnings account and you'll understand if you have a one, how it will be. If you have a two, how it will be, we'll understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And again, I told you the number range what will use will not use from ascending, right? From a
Yes, sir.
liabilities will not use ascending. We'll use a descending. Let's say I'll use, there is a one indicator we have to give. Indicator in a sense, while defining a retained earnings account, you can give X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, anything you can mention. But against each account, you have to give one identifier. Maybe why we have to give in a sense, that is how SAP is designed. You have to choose one letter and one you have to give. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'll take X in a real time also will take X or Y or a Z will take. So I'm taking X against X. I'll define this GL account. Maybe I'll take Y against this 29,998. Likewise, you can take from a back end, not from a ascending. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's go and define. After that, we'll come and see this where error will go off. So we'll go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG. What is mean by IMG?
Implementation guide.
Okay. Financial accounting, general ledger accounting, master data, GL accounts, preparations. You see, define a retained earnings account, right?
Yes, sir.
You just go inside. The minute you click on a retained earnings account, it is asking under which chart of account you want to define. That is what we have written, right?
Yes, sir.
GOCA is our chart of account, right?
Yes, sir.
Just go inside. See, this is what the indicator I told. See, PN statement account type, right?
Yes, sir.
So you can give anything. We'll give X and we'll give the account number. We have to give from the liabilities side account only, not a asset side, not a expenses, not a revenue. If you don't know this clearly, it will be very problem later. I am telling you. Retained earnings account in a sense, yes, it's a balance sheet account. It can be anything. Okay,
Yes,
but
sir.
it's a group of balance sheet liabilities, not a asset also. Next, we'll give Y 29,998. Enter. So the minute you enter, you will see one warning. This is called warning. If you get a full red, it's error. System won't allow you to go further. You just double click on this warning. What is it telling? Account 2999 is not created in a chart of account GOCA. Okay, you are using in a configuration, right?
Yes, sir.
Just that number you are using in a configuration. Have we created this retained earnings account separately? We have
No.
not yet created, right?
Yes, sir.
Like a rent account, like a salaries account, retained earnings account also we have to create. We have not created it. Why? First we have to finish our entire configuration, then we'll create, right?
Yes, sir.
When you create that time, you remember 2999 you have to use for a retaining account 1, retained earnings account 1, and 29,998 you have to use retained earnings account 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Likewise, you can create later. Now it's not mandatory to create. System is just informing you. You are using, it's okay, but make sure you have not created this GL number at. We have not created. You don't need to do anything. You just have to do what you have to do. If you get a information or a warning, what you have to do?
We can just ignore it.
You have to press enter, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then it will come the same message for another GL account also. See, okay, you are using 29,998, but it is not created in a system at, it will say. See, you just ignore it, press enter, enter. What happened? Done. Just save it. See, while saving, make sure it should be your transport request. Yesterday you asked for what sir if I have a n number of transports. You no need to worry. You should know under which transport at least you want to save. I have written here, right? This is our TR number. You copy this, come into here, you just paste your transport request and enter. It will save in that transport request only. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done. This is done. Okay, next is we have to define Fiscal year variant. What is mean by fiscal year and what is mean by calendar year?
Fiscal year starts from April to March, and calendar year starts from January to December.
Okay, this is nothing but business 12 periods, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, calendar in the sense it's always January to December, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, physical year is meant for 12 months of or a periods we call not a months or a 12 period, maybe 12 business periods, and also special periods. Don't get confused. You have always 12 periods only, not more than that. But in some cases, we need to have a additional periods. Why we need to have a additional periods? How the additional periods postings will get and reflect in your 12 periods only. If you go to income tax department and you say, I have 13th period, I have 14th period, I have 16th period, if you say, what they'll say, are you gone mad? They'll say, right?
Yes, sir.
We have how many periods? We have only 12 periods, right?
Yes, sir.
All the business transactions will be recorded in a 12 periods only. But in some cases, we have a 13, 14, 15, 16 special periods. From that special periods, whatever transaction we post, will replicate them into any of this period. Obviously, 12th period will adjust. You'll understand why the special periods are needed. We'll talk in a minute, okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Basically, physical year variant is your 12 months or a 12 period business periods where you do a business, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Now tell me, we have a requirement, we have a Indian company code and we have a US company code, right?
Yes, sir.
Based on a requirement, you have to create those many physical year variants. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And physical year variant has a dependent and a controlling also. Okay. We are not done with the finance, right? We have to do a controlling also, right?
Yes, sir.
So while creating a physical year variant, you also have to consider the controlling part. Okay, management accounting also you have to think. Remember, I am just giving you there is importance in a controlling also with the physical year variant. Let's park that question for now. When time comes, we'll discuss. Maybe once we are done with this, we'll configure that also parallelly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You see, now we have a India and we have a US. Now tell me how many physical year variants we need to have and what manner we have to create. Let's say in India, we need April to March, right?
Yes, sir.
In a US, how we have to create
Jan
Jan
to
to
December.
December.
December. So this is more or like this is a calendar year, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Jan to December is nothing but a calendar year. But this is non-calendar year and this is from April. So let's say April, we are in a 2023, right? Almost we are at end to the financial year 2022, right?
Yes, sir.
So our financial year started in April 1st, 2021. Sorry, 2022 it has started and now it is going to end by 31st March 2023, right?
Yes, sir.
We are in that current fiscal year. So what about the US? If it is the US, they have started in the January, they have ended by December, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means currently they are in a 2023 fiscal year, right?
Yes, sir.
But in India, we are still in a 2022 fiscal year, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh, so whenever you have a no, requirement, accordingly you have to create. Before you create, if you have any doubts, hey, I don't know how to create April to March. This is very simple, Jan to December. You don't need to do anything. System knows if you want a calendar as your fiscal year, it takes care of everything. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go to the system and see if you don't know how to find it. So just come out of general ledger accounting. Just go to financial accounting and global settings, ledgers, physical year and posting periods. The first one is maintain a physical year variant. Just click on it. So let's go to the V3. You see, there is a V3. V3 is mentioned for April to March. You see, they've
Yes, sir.
written V3 is a fiscal year variant. This is meant for April to March, including 4 special periods. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If you don't know, at least the now onwards, what you have to think is, for my requirement, is there any standard configuration already available or a free configuration? Free configuration in a sense, an SAP system already they have developed and they have stored it. You can refer that and you can create that. Maybe you can copy that and you can rename it. Now you have to think like, whenever I get in a stuck with something or if I need some information, you should understand how can you read the existing data in a SAP system from now onwards. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the standard fiscal year variant for April to March in a system is V3. What is it?
V3.
V3.
V3. SAP is already pre-delivered. SAP is delivering this. You no need to create. You can use this also. Okay. SAP is giving this. You can use that also. Likewise, Jan to December, let's go to K4. What is it? K4. You see, K4 is meant for calendar year, including 4 special periods. Got it?
Yes,
So
sir.
if your requirement is calendar year related fiscal year variant, either you can use a K4 or you can use or you just go into K4 and read the configuration, how they have defined. Similarly, you can define yours. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this is a K4. In real-time system also, pre-configuration exists. Got it?
Yes, sir.
In test system, there is a problem is that sometimes people will delete it here. Okay, they'll delete it. It's not a exact configuration or a settings you have in a test system. But in real time, whatever system you work, it will be good. It will be in good condition. Nobody will delete, right? If you delete, somebody will ask you, why did you delete it, right?
Yes, sir.
That simply don't delete any configuration. I am also telling in this system, don't delete anything. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go to V3 and see how they were defined. You just select it. You just select it. You just go to periods. See, here they've added months 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one means January, how many days they have, they've written. And January is, they will consider as what period? As for a physical year, April is 1 means January will be 10 only, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So that is the reason they were given January 10 and there is a year shift. Why? Because January, February, March, they are going into another calendar year, right?
Yes, sir.
So, however, if the Jan, Feb, March will be in another calendar year also, not a physical year, I'm telling, calendar year also, don't think that they are related to a physical year 2023. Still, they are part of 2022 physical year only. That is the reason for this. You have a formula. Year shift should be -1. How it will become, I'll tell you what is the formula for this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, you see for April, we have given 1, 2, 3. Follow on, right?
Yes, sir.
So by December is ninth period. So if you don't know it, you can see the existing one and you have some idea, right? If you don't know also in some situations, you will get an idea, right?
Yes, sir.
By seeing this, you can create, you can copy it also, or you can create. by your own. So just come out of it. Let's create a new one, new entries. The physical year variant is a 2-digit alpha numeric value. Okay, you can give anything with the 2 digits. It could be a ABCDs and 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll give GMR, GA I'll give. Let's see if somebody is not taken, I can use it. GA means what? GMR Indian Physical Year Variant. That is my meaning. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just write it April to March 4 special. That's all. We have a limitation in the characters. So if anybody asks why that limitation has, I want to give the big name, you can tell them, boss, this is as per a standard SAP. This many characters only, this particular field will allow you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So number of periods, how many? 12, right? Number of special periods will give 4. See, now it has taken, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you select this, go to periods, everything will be blank initially. You just click on new entries and you give first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So scroll down. Okay, it's asking to fill the entire row. One is January. In January, how many days we have?
Okay.
31. And period is January is 10, right? For
Yes, sir.
Indian fiscal year, year shift you give -1. I'll tell you the formula. February 28. Sometimes you have a leaf year, you will have a 29 also, right? It doesn't matter what is the count for that particular month, that days you have to give. So this is a February 11 and again a -1 year shift. So this is a March 31 and this is a 12th period and this is a -1. Fourth period we have a 30. This is a period 1. No need a year shift. So this is again May, right? May 31 to enter. So June 30 3 enter. July 31 4 enter. August 31 5 enter. Now 9 is your November 30 sixth period enter. 10 10 is what? December, right? We're missing something here.
Oc-
I think we have done something wrong. What is it?
10 October, no, sir.
Correct. Did we give anything wrong here then? No. October is 7. Enter. 11. This is November 8. 0. 12th December 31. 9th period. Right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We have not done anything much here. In the first column, we have given all 12 periods, 1, 2, 3, 4. 12 periods only we'll have, right?
Yes, sir.
As we have given other special periods, but we have not added anything here. We cannot add anything more than 12. 12 only we have real time, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
in
sir.
each month, how many days we have written. Let me verify days I have given right or wrong. April, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, this is good. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just save it. See, before you have given your transport number, so it is reading obviously. So you just click on OK. Now you need to understand the formula, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the formula? The physical year. What is the physical year? Physical year minus calendar year. Now we are in a physical year 2022, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, 2022 minus calendar year. Now what is the calendar year? 2023, right?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason -1. Why? This is in Jan, Feb, and March. So let's say in April time, April 2023, that time our physical year also 2022 and our calendar also 2022, right?
Yes, sir.
That was the reason from April to December we have a year shift 0. Here physical year is also 2022 and calendar also 2022, right? That is the reason for these periods it's a year shift 0. But here the calendar year is different, 2023. That is the reason you have a -1. That is a formula. Formula is physical year minus year shift, fiscal year minus calendar year. Every row you have to understand. That's all. Got it? This is the April. Here I have 22, 22, 0. Likewise. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Next thing is we have to name them. Period text. You have to name them. Just enter. It's not mandatory, but you should know it. What is the language we have selected?
English.
English is EN, right?
Yes, sir.
Period 1. 1 is what? APR. This is a short form. This is a full form. April. For us, period means 1, right? Not a January. This is not
Yes.
a calendar year, physical year. This is a non-calendar. So that is the reason you have to give accordingly. EN to uh,
May.
this will take full because 3 characters only tell allow. 3 June, EN 4 July, EN 5 August. Likewise, you have to add everything. September, then October, July, August, September, October, November, November, then December. It's wrong. And then what next? Then is your Jan, right? And 11 is your Feb. And 12 is your March, right?
Yes, sir.
That's all. So just come here. What is the fiscal year variant we have created? GI, right?
Yes, sir.
This shortened fiscal year means if you're running your business, while you are running your business, what sometimes what business will do, they'll acquire some other businesses, they'll buy, right?
Yes, sir.
If I buy a business, let's say in the middle of a fiscal year, I will not have a 12 periods, full fiscal year I don't have, right?
Yes, sir.
In that cases, if you want to create a fiscal year variant, we'll create a shortened fiscal year, not a full fiscal year. Got it? Maybe that will start from let's say we are now in a what? January, right? January is a 10th period. We'll not add a full. We'll just add a January, February, March. That's all, right?
Yes, sir.
In that time we need that. For now, it's not needed, and you just tomorrow is you just read this shortened physical year meaning and come back. We'll discuss that. Today we'll have to discuss this only. It will be done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Shortened physical year in a SAP. You Google it and read it and come back. It's taking time. Meantime, we'll discuss the special periods. Okay. We've given a 12 periods as a normal period that we understood and we've given, but including we have four special periods we meant, right?
Yes, sir.
Why special periods? What is mean by special periods? Anybody knows?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Special periods. Normally, business will like to have a four special periods. Okay, they can have as many, but they don't no, use more than four special periods. Normally use. Okay, these are addition to the 12 periods. They will use only in case after closing the financial year if there are any audit adjustments, any corrections, or any tax adjustments and other. What happens is by 31st March 2023, our fiscal year will be ended, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
it means by that date, all your fiscal year related adjustments, posting, everything you have to complete by that day. Or else maybe they'll give 2 days time, in a 2 days you have to complete. By then, your new fiscal year will start, and from April 1st onwards, new financial year transactions already you have to start recording in a system, right?
Yes, sir.
So you tell me, is it possible everybody will do rightly and they'll close their financial year rightly
No, sir.
on time? Nobody, right?
Yes, sir.
Nobody. So what is possible? What is best they can do? They'll do one. They'll close their financial year. They'll continue with the current financial year and they'll do their work, right?
Yes, sir.
After completing a financial year, what happens? What happens? So we have to finalize the reports, external reports. We submit our reports to the auditors, maybe internal auditors, external auditors, or finally to the income tax department. So they'll scrutiny, right?
Yes, sir.
And also maybe after 5th of April, some accountant will come and, hey, my God, I forgot 1 million transaction to be adjusted in a current assets or a liabilities. I forgot to reverse one provision. He'll say something, right?
Yes, sir.
What happens that time? Already your fiscal year is closed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Once you close the period, that's all closed. We'll not open that period. No postings, no adjustments are allowed in a 12 periods, right?
Yes, sir.
Your March is gone and you close in March period. And now we are in a April. April is new fiscal year related transactions. But if you found some mistake, how you can go and post in a 12th period? You cannot post in a 12th period, right?
Yes, sir.
So to avoid this kind of situations, anything happens after your fiscal year closed, that adjustments you can pass on to your 12th period from a special periods. Meaning is you will not post this entry in a 12th period because 12th period is closed technically, right? We use a 13th period or a 14th period or a 15th period, but that postings will come and hit in your 12th period. Got it? Special periods are nothing but they are reconciling with your 12th last period. Got it? Why? Now, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
All of sudden silent. Okay. So 13th period I dedicatedly use for auditors will do something and they'll say something is wrong, then it needs to be corrected, right?
Yes, sir.
Audit adjustments. To post a audit adjustments, I'll use a 13th period. After closing a physical year, I'm telling if I am in a January, if in January if some audit is happening, they found some mistakes, I can directly post in a 10th period, right? Why I
Yes.
need to post 13th period? No, special periods only used after your physical year closes, not while open. This is a blunder. If you post the value of fiscal year is in open and if you go and use a special period, that is wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Umadev, right or wrong?
Wrong, sir.
After fiscal year close only, you remember. Now 14th period I'll use for a manual corrections or a missing entries from a business side, okay?
Yes, sir.
And 15th is any tax adjustments I need to do. Any others? Okay, I have decided what a special period to be used, what scope of, nature of transaction I can use. 13th period I use dedicatedly audit adjustments. 14th manual corrections. 15th tax adjustments. 16th other postings. So all of them will reflect the values in 12th period. Okay. That
Yes,
is
sir.
the reason we don't have more than 12 periods. 12 periods only will get the external reports. But the special period balances will go and adjust in your 12th period. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is the big logic you need to understand. This is how SAP works or any ERP application works to adjust. Okay. Now, what is the advantage is after completing a fiscal year, after adjusting, everything is done. When we begin a new financial year, 2023, so close to the fiscal year end, what management will say is, hey everybody, please check last year's special period postings happened in a 13, 14, 15, 16. It means how many mistakes we have done, right?
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So by seeing that, what is the advantage?
I see.
What is the advantage? Why they'll ask to go back and see those postings? They'll say to accountants, why?
To see if it is correct or not, to check.
If there are any mistakes or there are
Uh,
any transactions which are not posted.
uh, at least make sure whatever mistake done last year don't repeat this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If everything is in a 12th period, a result will be in 12th period only, balances, but you can go back to 13th period, 14th period, 15th period in a SAP system and you can see what exactly postings are happened, right?
Yes, sir.
But their reflection is in 12th period, but still you can see what you have posted here, so that they'll have at least a control, right?
Yes, sir.
Control. Now the other important thing is adding to this note, while recording transactions and special periods, business has to give the posting and document date as last date of the closure. FI means fiscal year. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You see what it is telling. Okay, you are recording some business audit adjustments. While recording audit adjustments, you have to give a last date of a closed fiscal year. Obviously, you are using a 13 period or a 14 period means the previous fiscal year was closed, right?
Yes, sir.
I have to give always 31, 12, 2022. Sorry, 2023, right? We are going to end what? By 2023, our 2022 fiscal year is end, right?
Yes, sir.
After end, if any transaction you post, you have to use your document date and posting date as this. If you go here, this is the transaction in the screen. You see the document date and a posting date. Always you have to give the fiscal year corresponding the last fiscal year date. So 2022 closed, any adjustments you are doing for the 2022 fiscal year, 31st March 2023 you have to give. Let's say after closing 2023 fiscal year, any adjustments you are posting in a special period. That time what date you will give?
2024.
31st 12 2024, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, 31st 12, no, 31st 3 3
March.
2024. So it's a bit confusing with this dates, but concept is rightly reading in our minds, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is how it works. In this regards, you will get a consensus from accountants in real time. Hey, please help me how to post the business transactions in a special period like a 13 or a 14. That time you ask that guy for which fiscal year related you are posting an entries. Okay, if you say 2022 fiscal year. Okay, so 2022 fiscal year. If you're posting in an Indian company code, is it a calendar year or a non-calendar year? If we say it's a non-calendar year, okay, use the date, last date of a 2022 fiscal year, that is 31st March 2023. You give the date and the reflection will be in a your 12th period only. Okay, you tell them, they'll post it and they'll understand. Okay,
Yes,
you can give here 13. Here we'll give 31/03/2023. Likewise, we'll give. Here you see as a 13th period, but as you have given this third period is what date? It's nothing but a 12th period of a 2022 fiscal year, right?
yes,
It will
sir.
go on hit there only. And again, if the person accountant is asking related to US company code, that time what date you have to suggest? 31st December 2022. You give, it will take to the same 12th period only. Here period you see a different, but based on this date, it will read the correct month. Obviously, last month of a physical year, your special period postings will get adjusted. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
I've seen many times this request from accountants in real time. Okay. So far, where we reached, we have created a fiscal year variant for one, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
SPRO. We have to create one more fiscal year variant, right?
Yes, sir.
Why we have to create one more? Because we
We
have
have
one more company
control.
code, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is very easy to create. What have we created? We'll just see. GA we have created. See, April to March. We have not clicked this calendar year, right?
Yes,
It's
sir.
not a
Yes,
calendar year. 12 periods we have given, 4 special periods we have given. If you want to see, you have to select whatever you want to see, select and click on a periods. See, the periods we have given have come. And click on period text, the text we have given, it has come, right?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Now quickly go back, sorry, here only. Go to new entries. Calendar year creation is very easy, okay?
Yes, sir.
U, sorry, G, U. GMR US, right?
Yes,
We'll
sir.
say Jan to December for special, right? You just have to click this. That's all. It will take care of everything. If you tick this calendar, in the previous physical year variant for India, we have not ticked this. We cannot tick that. If the requirement is uh, no, not a calendar year related. Okay. Here
Yes,
also
sir.
you have 12. Give a 4, enter. Now you see the magic. You select it and try to tell the system, read January as a period 1, February as a period 2, December as a 12. If you try to tell the system will say, enough, you don't tell me, I know it. You see, period cannot maintain for a calendar dependent physical year variance. I know. Okay. You tick the calendar related, then I'll take care of it. I'll read, if you are posting in January, I'll read as a period 1. February, I'll read as a 2. It will take care of it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is very simple to create. That's all. Just save it. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now you just go on, you update your Excel. GU. What will be the next step? Fiscal year variant we have created. Where is it? Fiscal year variant we call it as. Okay. Next step, what it will be? The last step for today. Assign company codes to the fiscal year variant, right?
Yes, sir.
While defining a fiscal year variant, we are nowhere we have added any company code, right? That is the
Yes.
reason. Again, we have to go on assign. So obviously, for Indian company code IN90, you assign GI, right?
Yes, sir.
For US 90, you go and assign GU, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's say, think this is April to March. I have one more company code, maybe IN91. For that company code, what I have to give? If it is a Indian company code, I have a two company codes in India only. For that company code also, I can give a same.
GA.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I'll write here. Maybe I have in the US one more company code. I don't need to create one more fiscal year variant. I can use the same. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Likewise, April to March related, you might have a 50 company codes. I'm just telling as a requirement. Okay?
Yes, sir.
For those 50 company codes, you have to assign the same fiscal year variant in a real time. Likewise, you have a January to December, you have another 100 company codes you have for a client. For that particular 100 company codes, you have to assign the same fiscal year variant you created for Jan to December. Got it?
Yes, sir.
It means one company code can be assigned to one fiscal year variant. Relation is 1 is to 1, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
And one fiscal year variant can be assigned to similar multiple company codes. Relation. Why I added similar is where it is needed only you have to add. Simply you cannot go and add, right?
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Company code relation is 1 is n. This is very important. Relations you should understand based on a concept and you have to read the language I'm written here and we are discussing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just go back. This is saved. Assign company code to fiscal year variant. Just go inside, pull out your company code IN90. This is GI, enter. This is not ours, IND Motors. Somebody created. If you want, you can assign. It will take. That's what. 1 is to N. One fiscal year variant can be assigned to multiple company codes if you want. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I am assigning simply for them also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So for Indian company code, I have assigned GA and we have one more that is US 90. For this, we created GU, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
See, it's the same description has come. If you want, somebody has created US bank, for them also will assign. It's not a matter, but real time unnecessarily will not do it. To understand you the concept, I'm assigning, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
You see here somebody has taken a standard fiscal year variant. They have not created. V3 is what? April to March standard fiscal year variant given by SAP, right?
Yes, sir.
They are
so,
using a same. Here you see K4. K4 is a Jan to December standard. So this is V4, right? Sorry, K4, this one. This is a standard calendar year, right?
Yes, sir.
That guy is using this. You can use either way, but at this point, you should know how to create yourself and if at all needed, how to read the existing ones you need to understand. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
just save it. Done. It will save. Maybe it's taking little time today. So we're done with the 10 steps. We have 8 more steps. Okay.
Sir.
Why we are little slow is without understanding a concept, if you do a configuration, it doesn't make any sense, right? It's okay. Initially will be little slow only, later will pick up. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so till 10 steps you create and then show me tomorrow. You Uma Devi, like
Sir,
yesterday, if you get any